much business is as cruel as the rest. Don't let your wins just make your head be dizzy. If stay and trade, result will be the best. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Some time will pass and you will see the trading is not so hard for those who they're long. There's always one whose help is there waiting. And finally, you'll keep your profits strong. I know that every single day begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. You know that only Forex will give you continue getting better. Just don't give up, be in a deal, and know that Forex only matter. Forex is my life.
Àṣàrò ọmọ lẹ́nu pé èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ gé iṣẹ́ láti rẹ̀. Tí máa gbé iṣẹ́ láti rẹ̀, by the time tí iṣẹ́ máa fi jiná, kò ní lè mú gbogbo ẹ̀ máa ti.
It becomes so
So,
difficult. If you
tí mo
trade
ti get a lot logical,
command,
I just like it as normal.
it becomes so difficult. This is why we tend to see people start doing account management, start selling signals, selling all these other things to supplement that, right? And I always say this to people, is that trading,
That's my problem.
we must understand what trading is, right? It's an investment tool, right? It's not an income generator. When you trade to make
That's
it,
a little bit.
it becomes so difficult. If you trade to make an income month end, it becomes so
I'm going to
difficult. This is why we tend to see people start doing account management, start selling all these other things, supplement that, right? And I say this to people.
I've not even bought it. I just
We
put it
must
straight in
understand what
the
trading is.
chicken breast on Friday, you know.
Investment tool, right? It's not an income generator tool.
Warren Buffett was once told in the '08 crash, Mr. Buffett, you have lost $10 million today. Do you know what he said? He said, I haven't lost anything. I have lost. Me and Buffett have the same mindset. I'm tens of thousands in loss on my Euro USD trades, but I haven't lost anything because I haven't closed the trade. No stop loss. We share that mindset and inshallah, the markets will turn around and I will be profitable. That's the problem with these traders nowadays. Stop losses, closing their trades. Don't close, don't lose. Exactly, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to everyone, and welcome to another good moment. Please, I just need, like my custom, that I need one or two people to tell me if you are hearing my audio and you are seeing my screen, so that I will not just, I will be on the same page with everyone. Just two people is fine.
Loud and clear.
Good evening, sir. Yes, we can see your
Good
screen.
evening, sir.
Good evening. Thank you
Yes,
very
we can
much.
see your screen.
All
Loud
right.
and clear.
All
Very
right.
clear.
All right, sir.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Today is not our normal classes, guys. today is just a premiere of another software that I just created. I remember I told some of you that I trade deriv. Deriv is I volatile asset. So, and my culture is I don't behave like other people in the industry when they will force people to, or they will just sugarcoat a software or a program for people to be buying. Yes, I make income from selling products, Forex products, but I don't force anyone. So before I sell my product to anyone, I want you to see it. I want you to check it and see if you have personal conviction that it's worth spending your money on. I don't want people to be buying things that they don't need. It's not easy to waste money. And I don't want people wasting money around me because my culture, I respect money so much. So, and I don't want a situation whereby I respect money, but I would now start creating a system that I'll be using to siphon people's money or duping people by lying to them. So everything I'm showing everyone is what I'm using personally. Though the beginning might not be easy for you guys, because for me to reach this level, it's not a day job. It's 24 years experience I'm sharing with you. But if you can manage and force yourself to understand all the concepts, maybe by the next 1 or 2 years time, you can be comfortable the way I am comfortable today. So now today we are going to move to a class where I'm going to premiere my software, and it's not a mainstream Forex. This is a synthetic asset. And I will never lie to any one of you on this platform today. I will tell you exactly what you need to know according to what I know, my understanding about what is called synthetic assets. So first of all, let me share the table of content with you guys so that we know every one of us will be on the same page. Okay, so I think this, okay. Please, did you see the table of content? If you see, just say yes, then we move on.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so we are going to discuss, number one, what is synthetic asset and why are they different from mainstream Forex? Because they are not, is different thing. So number two, we are going to talk of how to pick assets to trade in relation to our capital. How to trade boom and crash, because the software is only for boom and crash. If you are the guys that have been trading for synthetic asset, you know that volatility is part of it, jump is there, a lot of things that this company created for people to make opportunity from, but they are highly risky assets. They are highly risky products. But I won't lie to you, if you can be calm and control your emotion very well, you are going to make money from it, because I make money from it. So we move to question, number 4, we discussed about time frame, which time frame is better to trade boom and crash. Then number 5, introduction to BC Scar Pro robot. It's a robot that I've been using from 2016. 2022. So then number 6, explain demand and supply signal indicator, because all my software comes with trading zone. So I'm going to explain, actually I'm supposed to put, explain, that's number 6 to be number 5 and number 5 to number 6, but I will rearrange it because demand and supply is very important before we talk about any other thing. And then after that, we now move to practical of the software, where I'm going to use the software on the server, and you see the setting. I will explain the settings. And after that, we finish the setting. I will demonstrate the trading for 30 seconds, just 30 minutes for us. Then I will give opportunity for us to have 30 minutes question and answering, and we end today's premiere like that. It's a premiere of software. So it's not that we are having normal classes. Our normal classes will come from October, because I need to rest. Guys, I need to rest. I just need to rest. So now let's move to discussion number 1. So what is synthetic assets and why are they different from mainstream Forex. This is just a discussion, so I don't need to share anything with us on the screen. Guys, synthetic assets are designed by a company called binary.com. This company is not called Deriv. If you are new to the system, if you are new to the industry, you will know their name as Deriv. Their name from 25 years ago is called binary.com. I joined this company long ago, I think about 20 years ago, I signed up my first account with them. We trade binary on them. But this company, they have a lot of good programmers, software engineers. So, and what did they do? They mimic the movement of the mainstream Forex to generate this asset. This asset is 100% fake. 100% fake. And I won't lie to you, you can never see any broker having this asset. Boom, crash, volatility, jump, all those nonsense. No broker has it because it's not real. So when you want to trade it, you have to trade it with the mind that is highly risky. Because whatever thing Deriv did with your money, you cannot query them. They have access to blow your account at their own time if you are not smart enough. That is why you see these assets trading on Saturday and Sunday, because it's not real, it's fake, it's computer algorithm. So that is why sometimes when people say robot doesn't work, I laugh because they don't know that robot is what you are dealing with. And as a woman being dealing with a robot, you have to be extraordinarily intelligent to beat a robot. Yes, the best computer in the whole world, the best computer in the world is human brain. But when human brain now creates a robot, the robot is more faster than human brain because the way we think is a little bit slower than the way the robot would think. That is why I don't do anything in my life. Since about 16 years ago, I always base my life on robots. Anything I think, I write it down and I code it so that it can be faster than me. And robot, you know, robot doesn't think about food. They don't think about sleeping. They don't think about anxiety. They don't think about they want to buy a car. They want to. So me as a woman being, there's a time that my thinking affects my results. So that's why I normally look at people that think that robot doesn't work as somebody who doesn't understand anything. You can see robot is flying plane. Robot is doing surgical operation for people now. Robot is translating any language to us, onogram. Robot is carrying woman pregnancy of today. So AI has taken our world. So the way we are going to use it to our benefit is the way we're supposed to be looking for. So this asset we are talking about tonight is a computer algorithm asset. They don't exist. And they are very, very dangerous assets to trade. They are very, very dangerous assets to say that I won't trade, I won't lie to you. And they are very sweet assets to make income from if you have the adequate knowledge. People that put 1,000 in their account, they would draw $10,000. But I won't advise anybody, I won't say anybody can make such, because you remember your experience in markets, your ability to think, your ability to be patient determine your result. Your greed level, your patient level determine the result. So that is how I'm going to stop on discussion number one. Please, if you have anything you want to ask me at the end of the class, which is number 10 in the series, please, you can be writing it down. I think I'll give one question per person. So write it down so that you don't forget, guys. Now let's move to number 2. How do you pick assets to trade in relation to your capital? I think that one we need to share the screen of derivative itself so that we can see how. Am I okay? I'm scared. I thought I've shut down the, but it's okay. So let me see if FPS no derivative. Okay. So this derivatives page. Please, if you see this page, can you tell me you see the page, please, guys?
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. This
Yes, we can see it.
yeah, this is the page we are going to talk about. So you see, many people trade. Yeah. How do you know what amount to trade with? And I mean, particularly if you have this social amount, how will you know which asset to pick? I'm going to talk about this briefly in this Premier section. But if anybody that are using started using this software in the future, you come to my class, I'm going to reveal a lot of things in the class that will let you have confidence about what you want to do. Okay, now if you look at the right-hand side of the screen, where they calibrate numbers, if you look at this boom 1000. If you look at the price as at now we are talking, the price is 19,000. Even me, I have a book beside me here. So please, guys, if you have a book, there's sometimes you need to write something down. We have 19,509.1570. That is the price, unit price of boom 1000 now. Now, let's say you have $500 you want to trade. And you saw the price of assets at this level. My first thing that I would do as a trader that understand what I want to do is to search through all other assets. Let's go to boom 500. What is the price? As at this night, the price is 7,352.464. Then let's go to boom 300. Boom 300 is 1,107.432. Now, that is according to boom. If you look at it, you can see that the most expensive asset as at this night is boom 1000, followed by boom 500, and followed by boom 300. Because if you look at the unit price, one is 19,000 plus, one is 7,000 plus, and one is 1,000 plus. Then I'll go to crash 100, crash 1,000 also. If you look at crash 1,000, crash 1,000 is this night, as at this time, we are talking 6,553.8750. Then let's look at crash 500. Crash 500 is 4,392.999. Actually, it's fluctuating, but it doesn't really matter. You just need something to talk about. And if you look at crash 300 is 5,752.299. So if you look at everything, we can see that it's on boom 300 that is most cheapest asset to trade. So this is the way I normally choose what to trade, because I want to trade something cheaper depending on my capital. If my capital is too little, I want to trade something that will not harm me, that will not harm my capital in time. But at the same time, if at all you choose boom 1000, which is the most expensive, there's a security in the software. Because if you look, if people that knows me that I trade edging. So in 2022, the software doesn't have edging facility. But at this night, after like a couple of 1 year, I managed to code edging strategy inside the synthetic assets robot. So, and if people that have been trading with my robot with mainstream Forex, they know that I always edge. So when you edge, it's difficult for you to blow your account. I always tell people, the only thing is you must have a patient. So now the robot came with edging strategy now. So let's say you have $100 and you want to take opportunity of the market, $100 is very little. But if you know how to manage your money management risk, all the risk we have taught in our previous section class, you will know that you cannot blow that $100 easily. So now, what are we going to do is, if you want to have a little relief, you pick the cheapest asset whenever you want to trade. Before I go on, let me quickly show us something here. How do you secure yourself? We can see volatility index. This robot would never trade volatility. Don't let me lie to you. Don't use this robot for volatility index. Don't ever try it. The volatility index, you can use the same robot. I'm going to premiere next week for mainstream Forex. That one can trade volatility. But this one we are talking about tonight, we are premiering tonight, cannot trade volatility. For example, I will talk detail in this in the class, but I just want to give us explanation. For example, if you look at stop level of Boom 500 is 400 points. And if you come down a bit, all this information, many people doesn't know that is very powerful, you know. And minimum volume that you can trade on Boom 500 as at this night is 0.2, and maximum volume you can go is 50 lot size. And volume step is 0.01. That means you can trade 0.02 to 0.21. I mean 0.2 to 0.21. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry for that. Volume limits. These are the volume limits. All these things have very, very vital meaning, which I'm going to expound in my class for people that want to start using the robot. So, and we can see that swap type is in percentage, using the percentage price. Long have a discount swap, and short also have a discount swap. You see, and the good thing about synthetic assets, one of the good things I love about it is that on Saturday and Sunday, I normally come and sit on my system and make between $22 to $100 every Sunday or Saturday. And you know, even in South Africa, $50 is as at this night, I think $50 is 900 rand, which is a lot of money to play with on weekend. So if I get that 900 rand, I quickly go and get my cold beer and relax my mind. On Sunday, I come and sit in front of my system again and pick like 500 rand or 1,000 rand or 1,500 rand or 1,800 rand. 1,800 rand is $100. I don't know which country you are looking, you are watching or you have done, but understand that if you can make $20 to $100 on weekend within a short period of time, because I'm going to demonstrate it for us before we close this section. If it's very important to you, then I think this will be a good product for you that you need to give attention to. And if you are trading mainstream Forex, let me tell you a top secret. This asset is very, 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 very volatile, very, 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 very risky. I won't lie to you. But if you get all the logic with my software, when you come to make money from high risk, what do? You open low risk broker account, which is a mainstream Forex. Then you'll be putting your money there for steady and little growth per month. So that is why I even come to that. Okay, let me show people how to do this business of high risk and they keep the money with a low risk, because low risk will retain your capital. High risk will put your capital into big risk. So please, any money you are, if by the end of the day you join derivative platform, synthetic trading assets, please, any little money you made, please take it to Forex mainstream and keep it there for security. No matter what happens, don't bring it back to synthetic assets. So this is how to I will answer everybody. People are messaging me also. I will answer everybody during the Q&As section. So this is the way I normally use to pick my assets. So because I don't want us to take too much time, let's go to question 3, how to trade boom and crash. Guys, the same way you have been trading Forex, that's the same way you are going to trade boom and crash. But the problem of boom and crash is, if you look at the name, boom, crash, boom is like a bomb. And you know, what does bomb does? Bomb destroy life. And crash is like a deadly thing also. When they say something crash, that means it's a deadly situation, like maybe aeroplane crash, plane crash, whatever thing. So that's, they have already, Derib have already told you that this asset you are going to trade is like a destructive asset. But if you are smart enough, you will come out with smiling every time. And the funniest thing is, with the kind of tools I'm going to introduce to you tonight, you can never, 99% assurance that you can never lose your money. I can guarantee you that if you follow instruction. If at all you don't make money, you don't lose your capital in time. Okay, so let me move to question 4. Section 4 again. Which time frame is better to trade boom and crash? Guys, I've met a lot of derivative traders, even though they don't have a good story to tell me, but I realize that most of them, they traded 1 minute, which is what you are seeing on my screen. This is 1 minute, this is 5 minutes, and this is 15 minutes, this is 30 minutes, this is 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly. But I've seen that people that traded derivative, they normally stay in 1 minute. I will tell you, if I want to tell you my own opinion that is working for me, I started from daily time frame. And you can, if you look at my chart, you see a lot of lines, which I'm going to explain to every one of us why these lines are there and for what purpose. Okay, so if you go up to the daily line, daily time frame, you are going to look for what is a zone. How do you check the zone? I've already designed software that will check the zone for you. The only thing is, you have to understand the zone. And once you understand the zone, you know that between this zone and this zone, that is where you want to take your risk. And 90% of the time, that zone are holding. Before I said I want to premiere this software, I've run this software for more than 3 weeks to see if there's a lagging. And don't let me lie to you. I won't sugarcoat anything for any one of you guys. There's no 100% solution to trading. But if you are smart enough, there are good, stable trading tools that you can leverage on, like mine, and there are many other ones we don't know by now. So by the time I show you everything, all the people that want to partake into getting the software, we are going to have classes, which we are going to talk deep about everything. And if you have been coming to my class, you will realize that I normally use live account to train people. I don't use demo, because I must be making that money that I want to show people that they should come and make with my tools. Okay, so now time frame, you go to daily, minimum of daily, you get your zone. Then when you get your zone, you can go to any time frame to go and execute. And I normally tell my people to stay on 15-minute chart frame for when to come out of their trading, when to come out from that trade they enter. And I will tell you the reason as time goes on in the stuff 5 introduction of the software. No, we don't want to. I don't want to introduce it now. There's something I've jumped here. Okay, explain demand and supply. Good. Now, if you look at my screen here, let me delete all this nonsense for now. Okay, if you look at this, okay, let me delete all this. Okay. This is the software that I've already helped you to plot the zone, the trading zone. But if you look at what we are looking at now, is always this zone are these zone are at demand zone. All of them are demand zone. And how do I trade my own synthetic asset? Is that all the boom I only sell. Boom, I only sell in boom. I've never buy a boom asset. I always sell a boom asset. And crash asset, I always buy a crash asset. So you can try your own way of trading it. Maybe you'll be buying the boom, you'll be selling the crash, or you'll be doing both. The software can do both, but the way I study the asset, I only sell in boom and only buy in what do we call it? In crash. Okay. Crash. So yeah. So the first thing I normally do is that when I plot my zone generator software on the chart, I come to daily, then I come to my line tools. I put lines on them. I put line on those zone. This is where I trade it, because there's nothing to hide from any one of what is going on. Okay, sorry. So I put line on those zone. This line can work for you for a whole month. You don't need to be putting it every time. Then I come to 4 hours. Also, when I get to 4 hours, I'm coming. When I get to 4 hours, I shrink my chart again. And 4 hours and 1 hour, I want to put them on this. I want to use the same line color. This one, I'll just adjust it because it's very close to the zone on 4 hours. Then I put more zone on 4 hours. Then I go to 1 hour. Now on 1 hour, what I used to do is that I want to change the line color. I just use only 2 colors. I want to change the line color to something like orange or whatever. So I click and I come to property. Then I just change from white to any other color that I want to choose. Then change it to blue. Then I'll change it to blue. Okay. So then I put, and I'll tell you the reason why I do that. I put it there on 1 hour. Remember, our daily and our 4 hour, which is a very big time frame, are on the same color. I don't care about those two. Then I do that. Then I blow up my chart back. Then you don't need to miss anyone. Just put this. All this line you are putting, you can use it for the next 6 months. For the next 1 year, you can use it. Not that you'll be putting it every day, because I know a lot of us, we don't want to work. And actually, that's the reason why we are using robots. Because even me, I'm lazy to sit down in front of computer to be working and be monitoring things, stuff. So, but I don't do that. Okay. Now, I will now come to 15 minutes. I don't go to 1 minute. I come to 15 minutes. Okay. Now, when I see this blue line, I know this blue line is from 1 hour. Okay. So what I normally do is I will now come to this 1 hour line. I will look at it. And this is a boom asset. I just only want to sell. So I will look for supply zone only. And the first supply zone here is this yellow arrow that is telling me that the market is going to, the synthetic asset is going to be dropping. Okay. When it said it's going to be dropping, I saw 1 hour resistance on that side also. I want the candle. I want a candle that will break this 1 hour. Then I will enter the trade. I will start selling. I'm going to demonstrate everything for you guys. It's not about showing you pictures, because everything I'm doing, I have confidence in everything I'm doing, guys. Okay. So now, if you look at it, we have some 1 hour lines on top, which we don't care about because we want to sell. And you can see. Now, if you look at this level where the price is turning back to buy, you can see that it's a very crucial zone. So these are the places that I normally come out until when market break this zone, I'll start selling again. When it get to this zone, which is 15-minute zone, I will pause the robot. I want to see what is going to happen. Or sometimes if the distance is not too much, for example, this based on experience, guys. It's based on experience, and you can only have experience when you practicalize things, which I'm going to show us now. You will see how I'm going to trade now with excuse me, with the robot. Okay, so now when the price break this zone, I'll start selling again. When it's about to get to this zone, I'll pause the robot to see maybe market will pull back or not. And sometimes when I look at the distance that is not too much, I will leave it because robot can take care of some correction by itself. So, and when it break this, I will start entering market again. But you see, the most important lines are these whites. I don't joke with them. All this white, which is 4 hours and daily, I'm telling you, within a couple of hours, you can make $500 on these lines, on these zones. We are premiering the software. We are not in the class. So when you join my class, you see how we are going to do that. But I just want to give you some insight of how the robot works. Okay. So now this is the first thing I do on my chart. And I don't sit with my computer. You don't need to sit. Just do all this. And for example, now let's see where the market is. Market is here. Okay. Market is here. I can say, okay, if market get to this zone, I want to start trading. I want to start selling boom, or the market get to this. I want to start selling boom, or market get to this line. I want to start selling the boom. What am I going to do? I'm going to create alert here. So let me create alert in front of you. I double click this line and I say, sorry, I look at the price. Oh, let me change this. This color is I didn't see the price properly because I'm using glasses, so I'm so sorry, guys. So okay, now I can see the prices very well. I can just come here. There's a way to do it, but this is the way I'm going to do it in a Premier class. There's a way to do it that you do it, you work out, you go and do your hustling job. Because I used to tell people on Saturday and Sunday, I sit in front of my computer. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I see hustle. If anybody is showing you Lamborghini that you should not also go and fire your boss and come and trade, that person is your enemy. Oh. Don't listen to those guys. I'm not going to lie to anybody that is following me. Go and do your primary job while you are trading. It doesn't affect each other. Okay. Now, I'll come to this and I'll say, no, I don't want to use sound effect. I can use email and I can use notification push on your phone because all these things will be on the server. I will demonstrate how you're going to put it on the server tonight, but I won't install it on the server, but I will demonstrate it. So now if I put notification, that means if I thought I'm not at home, I will get alert on my phone that my predetermined price on boom has been reached. The next thing is I will not even give it second thought. I will place a sell on that level. And now you pick the symbol, which is volatility, boom 1000. And when we say, what we want to say here is we want to see boom greater than, we are going to use greater than now, greater than bid value. Bid value is 1,19811.5301. Trading is very sweet if you know what you are doing. Please, guys, don't care about learning candle pattern. If you are following me, I don't have time for candle pattern. I just do arithmetics. So when you put it like this, then you sell or you do everything. Now I can say test. If I say test, let me see. Okay, it won't test because I use notification and I didn't say. If I use sound, if I say test, you will see to give me a sound alert. But sound alert is if you are very close to your PC or you are very close or you are in the house, You are watching your Netflix like me. I'm a Netflix watch. I don't go out unless I want to go and do meeting. I can use sound and it will tell you that what you are set is. But if you use this notification, there's some parameter you need to set, which I'm going to train in the class. For example, you come to tools. Let me give you that for now. You come to tools and you come to option. And when you get to the option, you come to notification and you set all these parameters. They are very easy to set. All these parameters will push alert to your phone, your mobile phone, anywhere you are. If you set it in Nigeria, you go to Australia, it will set it to you on Australia that the price that you want to sell, boom, has reached. So, but I won't continue here. I'll just show you that. So now, like I'm saying, I will set the alert. Let me quickly create the alert for us. Then we say sound, and then we pick asset, which is boom. What do we call it? Boom. Okay, boom 1000. You pick on it. So now, if you look at here now, you can see that it has set the alert. Okay. So you don't need to sit in front of a computer. And when the alert came, when the price came here, you get the alert. Count. Then you trigger the software that sell. When you sell, you come to this one. You tell the you put alert here that when price reach this zone, you want to get the alert so that you can pause the software because you want to see what is this zone is going to do. Is this zone is still going to hold or is going to break 1 hour resistance? You know, I mean, the demand zone. What is a support zone? Is going to break it because we have 15-minute zone and we have support. I mean, support line from 1 hour here. So you don't need to do much. Guys, if anybody is selling software to you and they are telling you that just plug it and don't look back at the end of the month, come and fetch money. That is why a lot of people are blowing accounts. I would tell you the best software in the world is a software that is flexible for you as human being to make some decision and the software implement your decision. I've never write a software that will do 100% thing for me. And that is why when people tell me software doesn't work, I'll tell them what type of software are you using. The super machine computer in the whole world is human brain. So all this, you have to understand them and you apply a robot. Both of you will be working together, but now it's not on a stressing mode. You can go out for the whole day, robot will complete other things for you. Okay, so now, having said that, this is the way I would do to trade here. So now, if I go to Boom 500, I will search for the same thing. And if you look at Boom 500, you can see that this is a risky zone for me to sell. This is a demand zone, and market will start booming. And when it's booming here, it's going to be going against me. Though the software can correct this booming to some extent, and if the power go beyond the software will do what? Edge. And what a edge, you open second chart and you start trading second chart. All those one, we talk about it in the proper class. So now we want to attach the robot to the chart, which is 7, and the third we do the settings and we demonstrate trading. Okay, before I do that, let me quickly show us how I used to do it. Like this alert, once your computer shut down and or you don't have internet on your computer again, this alert will not work. So that is why we normally use what we call VPS. VPS is free for 1 year. If you buy the software, I'll show you how to set up your free VPS that you are going to use to run your software for 1 year. So let me quickly take us through that. I don't know, maybe this thing will permit me, but let me quickly take us through that. Okay, so now when I come to, because I've done that download folder. You come my, please, do you see my download folder, guys? 1 or 2 person?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've prepared,
Yes, we can see it.
I've prepared this folder for every one of us, and this is the VPS I created. To create a VPS is just like 10 minutes to create your own VPS for 1 year for free. Most of the people buy my software knows how to do this because I guide them how to do this. It's possible. So now inside the what do we call it? The VPS, I will launch it. I don't know, maybe you see my VPS now, guys. Did you see my VPS? No. One or two person, did you see my VPS?
So it hasn't loaded yet.
It has loaded. Okay, maybe you don't see it. Let me come to show us the VPS. I just click on it. You can't see everything anyway, but I'm recording. I'll drop the recording into group. But now you're supposed to see my VPS, right?
We see it now.
Yes.
Good. So when you see my VPS now, the only thing you need to do is to go to Deriv, copy the download Deriv app from their website. Then you come to, okay, this one is gone. Then you come to your VPS like I'm doing now, and you paste Deriv app inside your VPS, okay? You can see now I'm pasting my Deriv application Meta 5 because you know Deriv is only, synthetic is only on Meta 5. I put it on Meta 5. So I copied the Meta 5. I download it to my local laptop. People that have been using my software know all this processing, but I can see that the number I'm seeing tonight, some of us are not here. So now I'm going to install it in front of every one of us. And when I install it, I'm going to use my local laptop to demonstrate the installation of the software. So we are installing the Meta 5 inside our server, not inside our local laptop. But after you install on your server, then you can come and install a copy on your local laptop, and you sign up, you log into your server, you log into your local, to the account on your local laptop also. So now we have installed it. You can see Meta 5 is already installed on our server. This server is free for 1 year if you know how to do it, which I'm going to teach anybody who are using the software, because I use this to support everyone that is using the software, because robots cannot work without a VPS. And for you to buy VPS of this capacity, you are going to pay $180 per year. So now, are you sure? Yes, I want to delete. Now you can see Deriv is already, excuse me, on this server. Okay. Now, what is the next thing I want to do? I want to log into my Deriv account. I will say current existing, though it's demo. I won't lie to anyone, it's demo account. So let me try to see if okay, it's like I see I have my demo account open. I'm copying. If you set up your server very well, you can do copy and paste between your server and your local laptop. You can see I pasted, then I put my password, then I put is a demo account, then I click on OK, finish, and you can see inside my server, you see Deriv account will be login. You see, this is the same account I'm showing you on my server, and I'm going to close all this because I want only what I'm trading to be on the chart, on the Deriv. So on the server, this is a new server. I just created it for the purpose of this class, so that let me see, new charts. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to come to control. I need to come to markets. Yeah, this market watch, Control M. Then I'll right click on it. I'll say show all assets, because you can see it doesn't show me boom and crash. Then I'll come to file again, come to new chart, and come to boom and crash and boom or whatever. Then I click boom 1000. You can see how sensitive computer is. These are the trades I've been doing on boom 1000 for the past 1 week. It shows it but I don't need to do anything here anyway. So that's the way you move your boom. I mean your Meta 5 you downloaded from the Reef to your server. This is my server now, but I'm going to abandon this server now. I'm going to come to my local computer to continue on my local computer. I just want to show us briefly on that, so that I think this one is now I'm going to demo account. Okay, I think this one. Okay, now I'm back on my local laptop. So now I've explained demand and supply. Okay, let me explain demand and supply better for some of us. You see this zone, I love trading on this zone. And I will advise every one of us after this class, you can go to YouTube or Google and say trading in the zone. There's one book written by Mark Douglas. I think the guy is late. That book helped me a lot about trading on the zone, because all the banks, institutional traders, they trade on the zone. They normally trade on the zone. And that's why all my software, since I read that book, all my software are zone trading software. Okay, so that's what I want us to just brief to know. So now let's now do setup on my local laptop, on my local server, which is this, Control N. So now we want to trade. I want to put the software. Now let's see which one. Okay, let's see which one that gave me opportunity to trade, like what I'm preaching to you guys. If you look at this boom 1000, it's already on the support. I can't, and I told you when I'm on boom, I'm selling, because I don't want to trade spike. Some people like trading spike, but my experience, let me share with you. In 2022, me and most of my friends, we are trading the Reef. All my friends that are trading spike, none of them win. I only trade trend movement, and I withdrew a lot of money. So I don't trade spike because I've created a system that will sustain the spike if it happens. So now let's look at boom 500. I can't trade boom 500 also, because you can see the opportunity we am seeing here is to buy, and it's a boom. So I come to boom 300. I can't do anything here. I will not even try to sell, because you can look at this zone is a demand zone. So let's look at a crash. Okay, crash, I'm always buying on crash. But if you look at crash also, I would have loved crash to be, the price to be on this white line, because I've marked this white line before I will start buying, or be on this, any of these demand zone where we buy. But let's see, if we can't see anyone, we are still going to trade. Okay, now if you look at this crash 500, if you look at it very carefully on 1 hour chart, it's already on demand zone. Let's look at what is happening on daily. If you look at on daily, I tell you, when I'm crashing, when I'm buying, when I'm trading crash, I want to buy. But if you look at on daily, look at this white line. That means the opportunity to buy is almost exhausted. I have 74,647 points to buy. Okay, but let's leave it like that. Let me come to H4 rather, and let me scroll back, and let me come to this. You see that is very close also. Then let me come to H1. H1 always tell me that the distance is far a bit. Look, it's telling me it's far a bit. Okay, then let's go to 15 minutes. Let me just check, because I check this thing, because only when I check, I can make my decision. Then my robot to start doing what I need to do. If you look at it, 15 minutes gave me opportunity a bit to take this decision that I want to buy crash, but I would have loved crash to move closer to this white line, then I will start buying. Okay, but still, like I told you, I want you to see the power of the software we are talking about, but that doesn't mean we have to do everything carelessness. carelessly. So now we come to this, we can buy because you can see prices, it's inside supply zone. You don't buy to supply. It's a rule of trading. You don't buy to supply. You can see that it's like everything is tight. We don't see opportunity like that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to buy crash 500 here. Or I should just, okay, let me see 1,000 first. 15 minutes is a little bit far. Let's check 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. I'm going to use boom 1,000 for our example. So now what I'm going to do is, this is a chart, this is the robot. I'm going to put the robot on the chart. The robot needs my email. The robot needs the token, and I'm going to on boom. I'm going to sell. Stop trade. This stop trade, what does it do? If you are going to stop the trade, maybe your trade is getting closer to what we call in boom, is getting to demand, and you know demand zone is not a zone where you can be selling. So you come here and change this place to true. So what does robot do is that when robot is now see that you have set the stop trade to true, it will make sure that it close the trade that is open at profit, and it will never open any other trade again until you make a decision. So that's what this one is doing. Add close. What does add close do is that, okay, you just feel like, okay, boom is now on demand zone. Though I have some trade open, I've made like $50 and my float is just $15. Okay, as a good trader, let me just close the $15 and wait for good opportunity. Then you use add close. It's going to close every open trade at loss or at profit. Okay, that's what that one is done. The magic number is always, I always like to put 1 in magic number. So we put 1 in the magic number because we are going to run this software now. And you see, now we are on option 8, where we do setting and functionality meaning. I'm telling you the settings and the functionality meaning. Okay, so now here we are going to put our capital here. People that have been using my software for trading Forex, you understand this. Then this lot size, minimum lot size on boom is 0.02. Maximum lot size, you can do fixed, you can do FIBO, but in deriv, if I have like this example, I have $7,000. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 here. Maximum lot size, I'll put 1 lot size there. Then because I have range of lot size, I'm going to use Fibonacci something. Then we must put this one, next order, you put it on penny. If you put it on market order, because it's boom and crash, it's very fast. So most of the time, you are not going to get next trade on if you put it on market order. So I will advise anyone that want to use the software to put it on pending order, which you are going to see when we are running it. Then this distance depends on you. And I will show you how to get the distance, but I normally use 35,000 points. But I'm going to show you how you're going to get distance. So take profit. Now, this is where it's becoming tricky. Because this asset is very volatile. We want to take all the opportunity we want to take. And as a computer generation asset, I will tell you 0 and 1 are the best switch number in robots. For I remember this asset you want to trade is a robotic asset. It's not a normal asset. So I normally tell people that any profits you want to put here must be odd number. Odd number. It must not be perfect number, which is even number. So what do I mean? What do I mean? That your profit must be 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. You understand? So now what I normally do is I normally use 0.45. And what does that mean? No, I won't use in point. I'll come to use, I put 0 in point, then I'll come to use it in dollar, which is 45 cents. Sorry. 0.45, 45 cents. So that means every 45 cent profit, the robot must close my profit. The robot will close my profit every 45, and you can use 47, you can use 49, but don't use 50. 50 is a random number. And why am I saying don't use 50? You know, I'm telling you, I'm sharing the experience. Many times when you want to hit random number, that's when this spike will come out. And when this spike come out, the if doesn't close your profit in milliseconds. They delay it a bit. So let's say the robot has closed your profit at 50 cents and this spike come out, you just see that your profit now it will not be 50 cents again, it will be minus $5. Because spike came out when the robot is closing profit. The RIF will not record, they won't record your profit, which is 50 cents. They will record the spike value for you. So, and in most cases, 90% of time, odd number won, even number fail. So I can say you can even use 49, but most cases I use 45 for my own trades. So I just need to give you, and some people you can use 91, 0.91. It depends on what you want, but like we know that there is a spike asset. I mean, boom and crash is a spike asset. So we want to quickly grab whatever thing we want to grab at a very fast pace. So I use 45. I'm not saying you should use 45, but I use 45. But what I want to tell you is, don't use anything above $1. Please, if you want to be taking $2, $3, $5, you are going to be wasting your time. Take it as small as possible, consistently. We are going to see it when the robot is running now. So martingale level, take profit, I take profit is first. Martingale level, put it on 99. And risk level, I'm going to change this level to become 2. Why am I putting 2? What I'm telling the robot is that, robot, I want you to make 45 cents per movement. But immediately market spike against me. Then I'm going to put second trade on. I don't need a profit of $45 and 45 cents anymore. I just want you to close it as fast as possible. So that's why I said second. If you put 5 here, then you are telling the robot that when I'm losing 45 times, then I want to close fast. I don't want to lose. I mean, sorry, it's not loss. But when market moves against me 5 consecutive times, then that's when I want to take action. But me, I don't wait for that, because the risk is a very risky asset. I just want a robot to say, okay, immediately my first target doesn't hit, I move to the second risk. Please just close at any profit. Now, and that's why I put 2 here. Then I will now come to risk level close money. I will say close at 0.01. Break even. Break even. That's what I'm telling the robot now. Break even and start afresh the trade. It won't close it at loss, but it will close it at break even. Now I come to what we call use smart close. I want to make it true. Then the smart close, after second trade, I want the smart close to be $1. What is the smart close? Let's say with this, I'm going to treat this very detailed in the class. Let's say you market has moved against you 5 times. Okay, we have the last trade, we have the first trade. Then the robot will be monitoring the profit between the last trade and the first. You can see what happened now. There's a spike in the market. So the robot will be monitoring the first trade and the last trade. Immediately both of them give you profit of $1. It will close the first trade, it will close the last trade. That is what we call trimming. That is not what we have. We don't have that kind of trimming in mainstream Forex. But I included it in the RIF asset. So that is what that one is doing. And I've put $1 here. Then my maximum drawdown, which is asset, percentage I allocated per risk, it should be 5%. So people that are using my software on a live account on mainstream Forex, they will have understand what I mean by 5% A. So I want this thing to be trading 247. I don't want it to stop. Then I come here, then I save all these settings. Let me see, derive Premier. Okay, Premier. So now I set the settings where, no, I don't want it inside templates. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me come to meta codes. Let me come to, because the way they did meta 5 is giving me stress. Okay, let me come here. Let's see what is going on here. Meta 5. I don't want to store it here. You see, there's not. Okay, let me come here. Okay, let me come here. Terminal. Download. Okay, let me come here. Download. Okay. I want to put it on my download folder. Desktop download folder. Yeah, let me put it on my download. Let me put it on the Premier class. So now I put it there. Then when it click OK, you see, because I'm running the software already on my desktop or my laptop, so it doesn't ask for security code. If you are doing it yourself, it's going to ask for security code, which you are going to send for your license. But you can see that it has started placing the trade and selling, and it pick a random number from 0.3. So now let's watch how it's going to be trading. He has placed the first trade and he has placed a pending. Remember that, if you remember here in the software, I said we must use pending order. That's why he placed pending. So we are going to look this for the next 30 minutes, guys. For the next 30 minutes, you have to see everything for the next 30 minutes, how the robot works. So we have 7,000 in that balance. We have 7,037 as our balance, and our equity balance is 0.70. So let's just watch it for the next 30 minutes. Please, you just have to have patience to see what the robot is doing for the next 30 minutes. 30 minutes time will be, let me look at the time so that we will not waste our time. 30 minutes time will be 10:39. So we are going to evaluate what profit has it made, how many times the market boom, how did it handle the booming. We are going to see everything in the next 30 minutes. Thank you, guys. Remember, our profit is 45 cents. Did you see what it did? It closed that 45 cents, close, delete the pending order, open another fresh trade. So this is how it's going to be trading until market start booming. And when market start booming, let's see how it's going to handle the booming. So that's what we're going to see. If 30 minutes permit us, we see the both action. Yeah, somebody said he wants the boom to happen. We can see that the boom has happened, and this is how it's going to handle the boom. And like I said before, please guys, are you hearing me before I will start talking? One or two person?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now you can see that the boom has happened here. Even I want more boom to happen so that you can see how it will handle it. But if more booming is not happening, what is going to happen now is, because we have set the let me come quickly there. Here, because we set the risk level to become 2. Now this is 2 trades. Okay, so now what is going to happen is, immediately the robot see that we have make 1 cent on these 2 trades, is going to close all the 2 trades, because now we don't need profit anymore. All we don't need too much profit. We just want to eradicate the error and reset the trade again. So, and let's see what is going to happen. And for some of us that we said is 1 minute, my robot doesn't determine the time frame you are using. What I explained about daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, is just for you to look at the safe zone, at the safe zone where you want to trigger the robot. Okay, even I can tell you, if you have enough money, like 5,000, 10, even if you have $1,000, don't let me even say 1,000. If you have $100 in your account, you may not even check zone. In as much you are preparing to do what we call rollover and trimming, you don't even need to check a zone. But me, I love easy life. So I want to check a zone so that for the next 2-3 days I'm trading, I don't have any headache of edging. So, but if you are the one that you are too lazy, or you don't want to check the zone, you can just put the robot. And the good thing is, when you put the robot, just come to here, which is maximum drawdown in percentage, put maximum of 5%. For example, let's say you put 5% for $100. 10% of $100 is $10. 5% of $100 is $5. It's too small. Let's say we use 10% of $100 is $10. Okay, still is too small, but let's just say we put $10. By the time market go against and spike and it's $10, that means you're going to have buy and sell at the same time. So the next thing you're going to do after that, I'm going to explain, but let's just keep on riding what we are looking at now. I'm still praying for more boom to happen so that some people will see how intelligent I program this robot. Now you can see how the robot resolved that issue. I'm going to revisit it. If you look at here, this is the two trades. This is where the boom happened. And you can see that if you deduct this from days, we are going to have 4 cents. Actually, inside the robot, we said we just need only 1 cent, okay? But because boom is very fast, so for the time the robot will do the calculation and every other thing, it can be more than 1%. I mean, one cent. Most time it's 1 cent, 2 cents. But you can see in this scenario, it gave us 4 cents. And what does happen? The robot quickly resets the trade and start fresh trade. So if situation happened that it now spike, because we are going to stop the 30-minute stuff, and we are going to look at what in that 30 minutes what the robot did for us. Okay, so now what's the time? I think we still have 4 minutes. Let's look at that 4 minutes. Let that 4 minutes exhaust before we start showing us every other futures. We have only 2 minutes to leave to stop the coding, to stop the testing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the settings. You can go to your settings at any time. Then what we are going to do is we come to stop trading. Stop trade, we set it to true. Okay, not add call, add close. Add close, we close it at the point we are now. Now, but if we set stop trading to true, and we say, okay, you can see that it's still trading. But what happens is, anytime it closes this trade, it will never open another trade. So this make it easier for us that even when we are not at home or we are going out of the house, we can put our robot into stop trading, and it's going to trade. It's going to stop trading on our behalf without monitoring it anymore. So that's what I did that function for. Should be in case it doesn't spike. Even if it spike, immediately close it at our 1 cent correction trade. It will not open another trade. Let's see how it's going to work. Now you can see it closes the trade, and it never opened another one because we have put our stop trade to become true. Okay, immediately I put this stop trade to false, and I say okay. You will see the robot will resume the work. Okay, you see. So now I'll come back here and I'll say hard close to be true, but I don't want to close at negative because I want to show us something in what we have made so far. Let's say hard close. Let's see if there's no spike for the few seconds for us to have break even. Now we have break even. Then we say, okay. You see, it closes it immediately. That is the difference between stop trade and hard close. So now let's come back to what we had here. When we started, we have $7,037, and now we have $7,042. So if you look at it, we have in 30 minutes, we have made $5 in this scenario. So let's say every 30 minutes we are making $5, and we have opportunity to let this software trade for maybe 10 minutes, maybe 10 hours in a day, because we are not sitting with the computer, okay? So let's say 10 hours, that means there's possibility that we'll be making $50 every day, including Saturday and Sunday. And some situation whereby the software edge, let me show you how we are going to solve the problem of if the software edge. Actually, the software will not edge. So now, let's say something happened, the software is trading now. No, what happened? Oh, false. I need to put it false. False. The software is trading. And you can see here is magic number 1. Let's say this trade on this chart is edge. It has edge. And when it edge, it's not going to give us profit anymore in time. So what we're going to do is we are going to open another boom and crash asset, which is new charts, boom, crash. All this will be detailed in my class, but for now, let me just do that. Let me close this. I saw another boom crash. Okay, so let me close this. Let me make it clean. Let me make it. I love clean charts. I don't know why. So let me close all this history. So I want it like this. So what I'm going to do now is to put the robot back on this chart. Okay. Load my settings. These settings, I load it back. But now I must change one thing. Magic number 2 instead of 1. Then when I say okay, you see what is going to happen. Then I say okay. You see that robots start trading the second chart independently of the first chart. So the second chart will be making income when we are struggling with the first chart, that edge, to roll it over or to trim it. So if we understand what I'm saying, if everybody understands what I'm saying clearly, you will see that I'm not bragging with my research. This is not a common machine in the industry for now. This is not a common robot in derivative industry for now, but the robot can trade from $100 above. And if you are the one that take time, actually when you come to my class, I'm going to show you zone. If your capital is too small, try to be patient and get the accurate zone. You will be amazed what $100 can be in the next 2-3 weeks. And that profit, take it to Forex, where you are going to have a slow, consistent, low profit investment. So this is where I'm going to stop tonight. So, and I'm going to attend to maybe a few question and answer. So I'm going to close them. So please, I know some people want to start answering. I'll open the floor for questioning. So, and now let's have question. I'm going to attempt to only plus or minus 6 people, please, guys. 6 people, so that we can go and rest.